We began a few days ago talking about the mitzvah, the isser of Geneva stas, of that there's a kind of theft that's not the theft of objects, but that's the theft of another person's understanding or understanding of reality, or certainly understanding of social reality and social interactions. And the case that I mentioned was a case where you open up a barrel of wine for somebody. This is the Gemara's case in Chulin. You open up a barrel of wine for somebody, and they will think, because usually what's done is they will think that you opened up a whole barrel of wine for them, and a wine barrel, after you open it, the rest of it goes bad. And so if you say to them, if they walk in and you open a wine barrel for them and you take out a cup and you give it to them, so they will think that they are extremely important in your mind, that you're very close to them, and that you're taking this big loss for them because the rest of the wine barrels you know bad. In other words, in those days, you would have just opened a wine barrel for somebody that you really were close to because you're going to take a big financial loss. But if you've arranged something that's not a common thing, which is to sell the rest of the wine barrel to the merchant, so you're not really taking a loss, but it's going to look like you haven't said anything. All you've done is opened a wine barrel. But this person who's visiting you is under the impression that you're taking this big loss for them, and therefore judges your closeness to them based on that, or your commitment to them, or your relationship with them based on that. But really, they don't know that you haven't taken that loss. You've actually sold the rest of the wine to the wine merchant, and you're going to bring it over there, after he leaves, and you're not really taking a loss at all. So that's classic Geneva stas. That is, or the Gemara is a case of bringing somebody a bottle of water that has oil floating on the top, and they're going to think that it's a bottle of oil. I guess they'll find out eventually if they open it up. But and so they feel more beholden to you than or closer to you than they really should be. Now there is the opposite case. There's another case that sort of defines the other side of the coin, or the other side of the spectrum in the Gemara. And it's interesting to think about these two cases together. That's one case, that's Geneva stas. There's another case in the Gemara where two students are leaving one town. They're leaving Surah, I think it is. They're going to Pumbedisa, and this great rabbi is coming the opposite way. And the rabbi says to the two students, "Wow, you've come all the way out to greet me. It's such a great honor for me." And one of the students says, "No, we're just on our way to Pumbedisa." And after he walks by, the second student says to the first student, "Why'd you tell him that?" And he says, "Well, because it would have been Geneva stas. I would have been stealing his sense of reality. He thought that we're coming out to greet, but we're really not. We're just going on our way to another city." And so the answer that the other student gives back to him is, "No. Are you kidding? He's fooling himself if he thinks that everybody walking out of the city is coming to greet him." So that's, of course, the halachic question, is where is the line between Geneva stas, between fooling somebody, and at what point are they actually just fooling themselves? So that's going to be an important question.